Well, hello, Args. It's been a while.
Well, it's been a while since we've been at Aghalee Farm together, but obviously we've just finished FarmCon and hanging out for a wee while, which is a huge amount of fun.
It certainly was. It was a brilliant couple of weeks. It was so good to see you again, mate.
Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was well worth the trip. But yeah, we're back here and we have more work to carry on doing. I think we've got these two fields behind us with the radish, and then we're going to put some corn in, I think, for some maize silage down the track.
That's right. Yeah, no, we've got to clear that cover crop and get the corn in as soon as we can. I think it's March in game now, so that'll then take the rest of the year to grow, and we'll harvest at the end of the year. But yeah, last couple of fields really, and then it's a bit of a waiting game till everything's ready to harvest.
Yeah, it might be a bit of grass work in between, as there always is, because I think, just looking in the shed, we're out of hay, so we're going to need to get some hay made at some stage.
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah, we're going to need that for the TMR. So yeah, we probably need to get on with that at some point. But yeah, I think today's job is these two fields, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And you've obviously got your hut hidden because it's April. But
right, there you go.
People will be watching my point. People will be watching
first.
My point of view, going, "What's he talking about? It's March."
There we go.
Awesome.
So, what you want to do?
Well, I might jump into the power harrow and get started on that if you like. I did all the seeding last time and whatnot, so.
All right, I'll go and swap over the seeder for a planter and get it all filled up, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, I'll see you down here soon. Did you have a preference which field we do first? Any matter, does it?
That's the closest one.
Yeah, right. Get this big one, long one here done.
Exactly. All right, mate.
All right, I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, I'll be back soon. Cheers.
Right, cheers. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Aghalee Farms. It has been a couple of 3 weeks, I think, since at least we recorded an episode. We did stagger them as they came out while we were away at FarmCon. But, as we've just said, got these two fields out the back here. I'm just going to jump up in the tractor. Get that started up. But we've got this field right in front of us. And as well as that, the one down the track here, down the end, which we are going to be putting some maize into, and we will be getting that all set up for some oilseed radish. Now, if I managed to click the gate on the way in. Now, confession time, I haven't actually played the game for about 3 weeks either, so it might be a little bit rusty on getting everything done, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. So, we just get ourselves set up about there. Now, this bit of land on our left, that powered up, lower it down. Here we go, that looks like it's working. This little bit of grass on the left is part of this field, but we're going to leave that sitting there as a bit of an access strip to get down into the backfield as and when we need to. So there we go. I think that looks like it's working pretty well. Now technically we probably could have mulched that up and made that field as well, because if we're going to have corn in both, then we're going to be accessing them both at the same time. But let's just do it this way and we'll be all set for any future fields. So I think that all lined up on the corner. That back down, does that look about right? Here we go, that's not bad. Right, let's get that lowered down. We are just going to crack into this. It's probably going to be, because we're just sort of doing a lot of the same task today, might be a lot of time lapse and montage, but we'll see how we go. I'm not sure what else we're going to do, whether we'll carry on just doing this the whole time, whether FSG is going to swap over with us, or what's going to happen. We'll just play it by ear, see where we end up. But for now, we are just going to carry on here with the power harrow. So, get into it, and we'll see you again soon. Well, I'm just getting this field all opened up, and I should have checked the fuel gauge before we really started, shouldn't I? But we are flashing down here on the diesel, so it's a tricky little field to get opened up, and I can feel like there's going to be a lot of work. We're going to get some rows that FSG can get in here and plant on, but before we go any further, I'm just going to shoot out. Now we do have a diesel tank down here at this farm. I'm just going to turn that off, lift it up, or at least lift it up and then turn it off. Funny things going on with the dust too. It doesn't look quite right with the dusty lands there, with the way it's showing around the tractor. But let's head on back down this way. Let's sneak through these gates and we'll go down and get a little bit of diesel put into the tractor. Get it topped up. Even fit out this one. Just tight fit. Let's shoot down here. Diesel's back around the front down by the cows, and we'll get some diesel in and carry on going. Very good planning. We really should get into the habit of checking these kind of things before we start. And a few little warnings or notifications pop up while we were in there too. FSG leasing some equipment or getting something bought. I'm wondering if he's struggling with weight once he had the planter put onto the tractor. Not sure exactly what that was about, but let's just see. I should be able to. So I've hopped in and out. Start filling that up. There we go. Got some diesel down here, which is just handy that it's so close. Now over the road you can see the field we seeded last time. Was it with barley? Can't remember what it was exactly. Let's just double check. There we go, oat field. So the oats over the road there, you can see we've got a few weeds coming up in them, so we're gonna have to do something to deal with those too. But anyway, we are dieseled up. Let's just see if we can maneuver our way back out and go and carry on with the power harrow. Right, well there we go, that is that field done, and I'll tell you what, we were struggling to keep ahead of FSG. That planter is covering some serious ground, seriously fast. I think it must be wider than us, and he did mention to me he was running at 10 miles per hour and we're only doing 7, so we're going to jump straight into this next one. We're going to get through our work very, very quickly. It's only been half an hour of actual work time, and we're just about done. Well, we have done one field. I was thinking it was going to take a lot longer just because of how long it took me to plough that field last time we were in there. So we'll carry on. We'll go and jump into this one. This one's even smaller. It should be easier to get set up and done. We'll go around it a couple of times, get some headlands, and then just carry on into it. So we'll see you probably when we've finished here, and we'll make a bit of a call then what we're going to be doing next. this should be our last little piece of this field. We'll be all done. Managed to stay ahead of FSG, although he did give us a bit of a head start. We made it a little bit hard for him too by not giving him his bigger headland width, but let's have a look. Here we go. That's all finished. Just pan around. He's doing a fantastic job there using the row markers for a little bit of guidance. No guidance steering or anything for him today. And looks like he's doing a good job. Cracking job indeed. So that will be both fields of corn all planted in not too short a time. Very impressive speed actually. So I think we'll head on back down to the main yard, go and get this all tidied up, put away, give it a wash, all of those good things. Then we're just going to have to assess what we're going to do next, whether we make that do for today, or whether we look at trying to see if we've got a field we could mow or anything like that, start getting some hay in, because we are going to have to be very mindful of that as our feed requirements increase. Make sure we've got enough hay. We are. While we're here, we're going to have a look. We've got straw, got plenty of straw in there. Well, when I say plenty, we've still got straw in there. That'll go a decent amount. And we've got a good chunk of silage in here, although we are going to have to use up a lot of this. Let's just have a look. How much have we got in here still? 184,000 litres. So we're going to have to use up some of that before we can put the corn in there. But yeah, hay is definitely going to have to be the next priority for us. We head on back down to the other yard. Go and get this all cleaned up. Well, definitely in need of a good clean. That is a very dirty looking tractor, and we're not going to need the power harrow for quite some time, so we'll definitely make sure that is given a nice big clean and put away nice and neatly. Those white rims looking nice and white. Okay. Shadows in there I think might be clouding it, but get everything cleaned off and then we'll put things away. I was just looking over the fence there as we drove in. This wheat down here is looking very good. Very impressed with how that's looking. Right, here we go. Looks pretty clean. Got everything off down the bottom there. Have a look down. Let's do. Here we go. Yep, nice and clean and underneath as well. Perfect. Right. That done, and we'll go get this put away. And there we are, as I said, very good looking crop of wheat so far. It's looking perfect. We've got good pH, good nitrogen, expected yields as good as we could expect, just that 1% off, pretty much bang on perfect. And we're in growth stage 5 or 7, so a couple more months and this will be just about ready to go. Like I said, looking very nice all the way across it. Very happy with that. Right, I see FSG had brought the Land Cruiser down here, Range Rover down, so we will take that back down and see how he's going on getting that planting finished. Well, I'm not sure, just looking here, he's not quite going to get that done in one more pass. You can see the row marker down the centre, it's going to be a little bit left, but almost finished. And again, looking down there at our precision farming data, perfect pH values, perfect nitrogen, and another good expected yield in here. Of course, being used for silage, there's still obviously yield is important to us. Not quite so important though. Not too worried about the corn, but as long as we get a good amount of silage off here, we will be happy. Good thing is we don't have too far to take it either, because I think when we get in here and chop it, it will be a very busy day. But there we go. That must be FSG all done. Let's see if he's gonna wrap things up. Does he have a little bit more to do somewhere? So I feel like we were going to get run over. Have something he wants to go and tidy up somewhere. Here we go, just a little bit in the middle of the field there that he missed. Always the perfectionist. Right, we'll catch him on the way out and have a chat. A fair race through that, mate.
Yeah, it's quick that, 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Get used to planting with that.
Yeah, it's not bad. I was struggling to keep up. I thought, geez, there's no way I'm going to stay ahead of you, but gave me a bit of room, which was nice, thank you.
I gave you a bit of a head start, yeah.
But no, it looks good. I was just looking at the expected yield there. We're not quite at 100%, but not too far off. Just be those weeds we need to deal with.
Yeah, we'll get rid of those at some point, won't we?
Yeah, we will. Right, what's the plan? What do you think?
Well, there's not really a massive amount left to do. I know there's a few weeds on the canola field we planted last episode, but we don't have any equipment, so we'd have to think about whether we bought a little hoe or a sprayer. Probably a bit too soon for spraying, but we could do that. But other than that, none of the grass is ready at the moment. Everything's planted, cows are full of food, so that really is the only little task.
You're telling me
Either that, we knock it on the head now and have an early night.
Well, that's just what I was about to say. You're telling me I can knock off and go to bed early.
Pretty much, mate. If that's what you need to do, Argsy.
Yeah.
You do that. You need your beauty sleep.
Well, I'll tell you what. I might, I think you're away for a couple of weeks, aren't you? So maybe some weeds might be a good job for me to deal with while you're away.
Well, there you go. Yeah, there's I think you're an episode behind me still, aren't you, in terms of numbers? So yeah, you could rebalance things with that if you feel like it.
All right. No, that sounds good. Well, I think that probably is a good place to wrap it up for today. It was good.
Yeah.
Very speedy.
Definitely. It was. Yeah. Nice to get everything done. And that means when I'm back from holes and things have settled down over the next few weeks, there'll be a bountiful harvest here waiting for us.
Yeah, smashing into some grass work, getting some wheat harvested, and corn chopped for silage, all sorts of things to do.
Yeah, we're going to be in the money.
Excellent. All right, mate. Oh, well, pleasure as always. You have a good rest of your week, and we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah, likewise, buddy. Good to catch up.
All right, as always. See you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, there we go. We'll let FSG get the tractor out and put away, and well, we don't need to close the gate because there's no need to, but we're going to close the gate on this episode. Perfect place to finish up. Like we said, plenty of things still to do. This field going to have any weeds in it? Can't see it saying so at the moment, but it's not to mean it doesn't. There we go. There's some weeds growing. So I think if we let those weeds pop up, I know we'll throw the sprayer over it, get rid of them. Bit of a false economy spraying and then getting the bonus for having no weeds, and then having to deal with the cost of the spraying and the penalty you take for using a herbicide. But it is what it is. That's just part of farming, right? But anyway, we are going to call it quits there from the Farm Sim Guy and myself. Thank you all very much for watching. We hope you have enjoyed that episode. We'll catch you in the next one.